Hello learners, and welcome to another week at CPDLF. We are moving on to checkpoint number 1. Okay, so if you look at the pace chart I sent to you, or if you get into my Google Classroom, you can find the pace chart for China and look at it and see week 10, and it says you're supposed to complete checkpoint number 1. Now obviously if you are not there yet, you need to go back through, start with the first unit and then work your way to the second unit on China, and keep on working. I know some of you, or I should say a lot of you, are getting further and further behind, and I understand that it is a little bit more difficult to keep up in the SLP. You have to decide, what exactly do I need to do each day, but you need to make sure you are working. Okay, so if you are up to China now, you've completed, your project for Unit 1, everything's submitted, you're moving on to, China, and you've already completed week 8 and week 9, so week 10 is checkpoint number 1. So you will have gone through the focus area task card, the introduction to your dynasty, the poster task card, and then you are going to complete checkpoint number 1 today. Now, it's very important that you listen to the past videos if you have not, because I explain what to do in the videos, because the SLP was intended to be used in a classroom, and we have altered it for a cyber school. Not all of the activities fit specifically within a cyber school environment. So when it says to work in a group, you're more than happy to reach out to people, make some new friends, but some learners are at different paces, and that's the good thing about cyber school. So, where it says make the poster, you are more than welcome to reach out to people, but you can also make it by yourself. Which brings me to checkpoint number 1. I'm actually going to borrow Xander's checkpoint here, just his little page here. It says a checkpoint has 2 parts. First, you're going to assess your group work skills based on how well you think you did during this poster making group tasks, which is you yourself, or if you did get in a group or with a partner. Second, you're going to write an argumentative claim about your dynasty. Why do you support your dynasty? Okay, so you're going to go through and self-assess yourself. How well did you do, with this task? Did you need help? Maybe help from me, or maybe even a family member helped you out. Were you respectful? And, overall, what were some challenges? I give myself, between a 1 and a 5. What do you give yourself? And then you're going to write an argumentative claim in response to the question, was the blank dynasty a success? Why or why not? So, was your dynasty that you selected a success? Why or why not? And then you write an argumentative claim, and it should clearly respond to the question and include supporting details. So you have to back it up. You cannot simply say, hey, yes, my dynasty was successful, the end. No more. Okay, you have to give an explanation, use specifics, examples, things that you learned from the lesson. They invented this, they did this. Okay, write your argumentative claim here. The blank dynasty is a success. Specifically, they did this. Additionally, they did this. Therefore, they did this. And they were a success. Okay, so I will be looking to make sure that this is how we are graded. The norms and the argumentative claim. Okay, so if you have any questions, remember, like I said, you have to adapt this for the cyber setting, okay? And I am being lenient on it. I just want to see you create the poster. I want to see you evaluate yourself. I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? So remember, we start with the focus area task card, then the introduction to your dynasty, then we make this task card, and then we end up with checkpoint number 1. Okay, so this is a good week to get caught up. It's not an overwhelming amount of work if you have gotten a little bit behind. Okay, so please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you with whatever you need. Send me an email, send me a hangout. Please remember, guys, that I usually typically work, I start, unlocking assessments, content assessments around 8 or so in the morning, and I usually shut down around 3:30. Okay, sometimes I will do it during the day, and I do try to send out an email letting you know that it is unlocked. But please, guys, make sure that you are completing them if I do unlock them. And a lot of times, after I leave for the day, I'll answer emails and hangouts, but I don't get on the SLP to unlock things, okay? So, please make sure that if you want something to do for that evening, that you send it to me. I do have learners just sending me their CAT form, which is great, but I would send the CAT form along with the content assessment to be approved. That way, once I read the CAT form, I can approve it right away. So they kind of go hand in hand. So submit both of them. And if I don't approve it, then you can go back through and, submit again. Okay. So any questions, like I said, or concerns, please reach out to me. And if not, you guys have a wonderful week.